Coming up on This Week in Torrance, police successfully accomplish an undercover operation to combat underage drinking.
Then Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce has its 78th Annual Business Awards and Inauguration Ceremony.
And the first tattoo shop in Torrance opens its doors with the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce.
Plus, the local bookstore is offering children perks for summer reading. We'll tell you what they get. These stories and much more just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Julie Chan.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories. The Torrance Planning Commission continued the discussion of possible ideas for an ordinance that would protect historical homes. The Community Development Department went over some ideas they're proposing for historic preservation with an ordinance. Planning Commission and the public had the opportunity to make comments. Many feel that an ordinance will hinder their rights as property owners, but officials say historic preservation would still give people a chance to add a new roof, second story, and other renovations as long as it goes along with the look and feel of the current state of the home. Next meeting will have more details, and then it will head to council for a vote.
Do you or someone you know have an interest in working for the Torrance Fire Department? Well, they have a new program to get your first step in. Assistant Fire Chief Steve Treskes introduced for the first time the Explorer program, made up of 20 people as part of Post 343. Treskes says there has been an outpour of interest and they are at capacity. Fire explorers get hands-on experience and participate in non-hazardous activities to see the nature and demands of working as a firefighter. It also provides young adults with a sense of responsibility to their community through ongoing activities. Post 343 members get trained in 5 areas of development. The fire explorers volunteer their time for a 1-year term.
So it's really given them a head start in pursuing their fire career. The other thing that we're really proud of is they're introduced to station life. And so our personnel are investing in these young individuals, teaching them about station life, how to clean the station. Not only that, work ethic, attitude, and we've had the privilege of having these young individuals assist us at our Fire Service Day. They've helped us out at our spaghetti dinner, and they're realizing and learning the true value of having a servant's heart, and we are very proud of them for that.
Becoming an Explorer is the entry-level position in the Torrance Fire Department's Grow Our Own series. It's a first step towards working to get a position as a firefighter in Torrance. 2 special guests were also honored for helping the program come to fruition. What a great opportunity to give people a chance to explore their options with the Torrance Fire Department. For more information and requirements, go to torranceca.gov.
Summer is finally here, and with the heat wave affecting the Southern California region, it's important to take care of yourself and people around you to make sure you're safe. The American Red Cross recommends people to stay hydrated and avoid caffeine and alcohol. Also, it's a good idea to avoid extreme temperature changes. Wear loose-fitting and lightweight and light-colored clothing. Slow down and avoid strenuous exercise during the hottest part of the day. Check on pets, family, and friends and neighbors who may not have air conditioning. Stay indoors if possible. If someone experiences heat exhaustion, get the person to a cooler place and have him or her rest in a comfortable position before giving them water. For more information, head to redcross.org.
If you're planning on shopping at the Torrance Farmers Market on Tuesday, July 4th, well, it'll be closed in honor of Independence Day. The Torrance Farmers Market encourages families and residents to stock up for the holiday early at the market on Tuesday, June 27th or Saturday, July 1st. Officials from the market say the fresh produce bought at the farmers market has a long shelf life. It's open at the Wilson Park Tuesdays and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
State officials have approved a grant that will help restore parts of the Madrona Marsh. The Madrona Marsh Preserve and Nature Center is the last vernal pool in Los Angeles County. Officials say that because the land has undergone more than 100 years of alternate uses, over time the vernal pools have been badly degraded. They hope to use the grant money to restore and enhance the watersheds that run into the vernal pool so the pools can function correctly. Officials say that over a period of time, they have looked over vernal pool restoration Former manager of the Madrona Marsh Preserve, Tracy Drake, says they discovered that the vernal pool bottoms were in good shape and in a process of recovering. But the effects of the drought has caused pools not to fill up in a normal cycle, with the exception of this year. Currently, the bottom of the pools have plants and animals that are resting stage, along with upslope areas that are degraded so water doesn't reach the bottom of the pool. They are waiting for a contract before they can begin work and hope to start work by fall.
If you're looking to see the sky light up on 4th of July, well, you won't have to go too far if you live in Torrance. The city is hosting a fireworks show that'll be bigger than last year. The fireworks start at 9 p.m. and tickets for seating at the Toyota Sports Complex are available now. Get your free tickets at the Cultural Arts Center box office and the Community Services Department information counter. City officials say if you're coming out, it's a good idea to plan ahead. If you attend this year, you'll be able to download this app called Pyro Spectaculars by Sousa, where you can stream the music that accompanies the show. Other viewing areas include the courthouse lot, which is first come, first serve. If you do want to sit at the Toyota Sports Complex, you may not bring folding chairs with straight legs, easy-ups, gum, alcohol, and you can find the full list online. Torrance CitiCABLE will live stream the show on Spectrum Channel 3, Frontier Fios Channel 31, and over the air on KNET 25.2.
Still ahead, a local library will host a special award-winning documentary. We'll tell you when.
Plus, the cafe is back in business after some minor renovations.
Did you go tanning? Yeah, check it out. You're getting so tan. Finals are the worst. We need some sun. Where's your tan? It's melanoma. I'm stage 3.
Melanoma is the second most common cancer for young women 15 to 29. Protect yourself. Protect your friends. Stop tanning. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce held their annual Business Awards and inaugural celebration, honoring some very special people and businesses. There were 12 awards given out to Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce members. The J. Walker Owens Volunteerism Award went to Charlotte Melch from Palos Verdes Bowl. The Legacy Award was given to California Water Service Doubletree by Hilton Torrance South Bay and the Torrance Unified School District. The Nonprofit Award recipient was Torrance South Bay YMCA, along with the Small Business of the Year was Baroque Music. Lisa's Bon Appetit, Gaetano's Restaurant, and Scott Robinson Honda were also among the recipients. Jack Walser received the Ambassador of the Year Award. During the ceremony, Lori Brandt, the owner of the Red Car Brewery and Restaurant, was announced as the new chairwoman.
I'm honored to take the helm as this year's chairwoman. And I'm glad and proud for those folks who came before me because I feel like they've laid a strong foundation for this chamber. My theme for my term as chairwoman is we put unity in this community. This is always reflected in our programs and events and our partnerships here in the South Bay.
It's also a really unique way for us to combine our business awards for not only those that are deserving, our small businesses, our individuals, but also those with what we call the Legacy Awards. So the 3 that we honored today have been chamber members consecutively for 42 years.
To make the celebration even more special, Congresswoman Maxine Waters delivered the oath of office to the 2017-2018 Board of Directors. It was the Chamber's 78th annual year hosting this event.
An award-winning documentary is about to have a special screening right here in Torrance. The Okinawa American Association will present Okinawa The Afterburn on Tuesday, June 27th at 5:30 in the evening. The screening will be at the Katie Geisert Civic Center Library. The 2-hour film, which is split into 4 parts, is equally educational, poignant, and shocking. Director John Junker covers World War II's devastating Battle of Okinawa in 1945. Admission is free, but space is limited. If you are interested in more details, call 310-532-1929.
A new group of Torrance students will be heading to Kashi, Japan for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. These students were introduced at the recent council meeting as the newest group to head to Kashi, Japan as part of the Torrance Sister City Association Cultural Exchange Program. They each had the opportunity to share what they're hoping to learn during their experience. They were chosen to participate in the Student Cultural Exchange Program to promote understanding and friendship between Torrance and Kashiwa. The trip is about 3 weeks, and each student will live with a Japanese family. Torrance and its sister city began cultural exchanges in 1973. Under the program, over the past 40 years, the Torrance Sister City Association has sponsored hundreds of exchange students. The students will head to Japan early July.
The first tattoo parlor in Torrance is officially here.
1, 2, 3.
Black Raven Tattoo Gallery received a warm welcome from the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce at their opening. Located on 1313 Sartori Avenue, Black Raven Tattoo offers custom work, and all of their artists have more than 20 years of experience. Customers can bring their own ideas and see them come to life. Owner Tiffany Garcia says the shop offers a one-of-a-kind ambiance, and Torrance was the perfect city to open.
I love Torrance. It's a beautiful town. Downtown area is just amazing. It's like the small town vibe that you don't see anymore, and it wasn't like really close to my friends who have existing shops. So, you know, I'm trying to be respectful to my friends and trying to bring something new to this city.
Garcia says they hope to bring other aspects of art aside from skin art to the downtown area. To contact them, you can follow them on Facebook at Black Raven Tattoo or call them at 310-800-1313.
And a restaurant offering a delicious French and American style menu is open once again.
2, 3.
The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce had a special ribbon cutting ceremony with Mimi's Cafe located on Crenshaw Boulevard. The cafe now has a refreshed look after it closed down for 4 days as the company repainted the interior and replaced furniture. Restaurant officials say they also brought back old favorites to their menu, like the mixed berry French toast and hibachi plates. The restaurant offers dining options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The French-inspired ingredients are sourced from France. This includes tangy orange zest to creamy goat cheese.
We love being part of the community at Torrance. We have fundraising opportunities that we give out to our local schools, local organizations, nonprofits, and it really helps bring the community in and bring it together.
The company hopes to partner with Uber Eats very soon.
A big-name phone service announced that it's opening more stores, which means more jobs. Sprint is opening 78 new stores across Southern California this year, and officials say they're looking to hire more than 550 people for retail operations and technical jobs. This will include stores in Los Angeles County. Sprint has more than 1,400 employees working in more than 300 retail locations. In addition to the opening of new stores, Sprint also announced the improvements made to its network in Southern California in order to serve its customers better. To find out more about the positions, go to sprint.com/jobs. Barnes & Noble is offering children a perk for reading this summer. The Barnes & Noble Summer Reading Program lets kids customize their own schedule and choose the books they want to read. The perk is if they complete the program by the end of the summer, kids can earn a free book. This is how it works. Read any 8 books and record your favorite details in the Barnes & Noble Summer Reading Journal. Bring your finished summer reading journal to any Barnes & Noble store. Then you can choose a free book. There's Barnes & Noble on the Boulevard at 21500 Hawthorne Boulevard.
The Torrance Police Department successfully took part in an operation to raise awareness about underage drinking. Officers took part in a decoy shoulder tap operation on June 12th and now have the results. During that time, the department utilized 3 decoys, which resulted in 3 random locations visited and checked. 16 people were approached, and none of them bought alcohol for minors. At the time of the operation, a minor under the direct supervision of a peace officer will stand outside a liquor or convenience store and ask patrons to buy them alcohol. If the adult agrees to purchase it, officers can arrest and cite them. Torrance Police, one of several agencies to collaborate with the California Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control. The goal of the operation is continually raise awareness about the danger of underage drinking and keep communities safe. The local operation was funded by the California Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control.
Torrance Memorial Medical Center has a hotline set up to help answer any questions by patients that were victims of a phishing attack. The hospital began notifying patients that email accounts containing work-related reports and personal data were breached at the hospital. It is being called a phishing attack that occurred on April 18th and 19th. An official from the hospital says the investigation shows that emails included personal information, but they don't know whether emails or attachments containing the information were accessed by an unauthorized person. Personal information like social security numbers, health insurance information, and numbers, to name a few, could have been accessed, but there is no evidence that any actual or attempted misuse of information was a result. Notice letters were mailed to people who may have been affected. These people will receive monitoring and identity theft protection services for 1 year. Officials also say to stay vigilant, review account statements, and monitor free credit reports. The breach was reported to the California Department of Public Health, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the FBI. There is a call center set up to answer any questions. The line is 877-238-2074.
AAA is warning people to be vigilant in the heat. Officials say with summer heat settling over the Southern California region, they are reminding parents, caregivers, and motorists not to leave children alone in a closed vehicle and not to let children play in or around unlocked cars and trucks. There have been 45 deaths of California children since 1998 as a result of being left inside hot cars. Heat stroke occurs when the body temperature reached 104 degrees Fahrenheit. California has the 3rd highest number of deaths in the nation due to extreme heat. On average, 37 children die each year from heat stroke after being trapped inside motor vehicles. Some easy steps to avoid a tragedy from happening is to create reminders. Always look in the back of your car, develop look-back leaving routines, and teach children that a car or truck is not a play area. For more tips, go to news.aaa-california.com.
And if you want to take a break from the heat and take a dip in the pool, well, Torrance South Bay YMCA can teach you how to swim safely. They offer group swim lessons and teach people aquatic safety. Their lessons are open to students of all ages and abilities. The instructors offer personalized attention in a supportive environment and foster connection through new friendships and group activities. There are 3 phases. There are swim starters, swim basics, and swim strokes. The levels are based on the swimmer's age and ability, and the next session starts in July and goes through August. You can head to ymcala.org for more information. A leading type of cancer death in American men can be properly diagnosed if caught early. A urologist from Providence Little Company of Mary Medical Center is spreading awareness about it. Reporter Hibba Samad has that story.
Awareness is key. About 1 in every 6 men is going to be diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Urologist Timothy Lesser from Providence Little Company of Mary Medical Center, Torrance, says it's a topic some may not want to talk about, but being more informed can help you treat prostate cancer sooner than later.
Prostate cancer is, in general, a very slow-growing, non-aggressive disease, but a small percentage of them are very aggressive.
According to the American Cancer Society, prostate cancer develops mainly in older men and that most of the time they don't even know they have it. Experts say that prostate cancer starts with tiny alterations in the shape and size of the prostate gland cells.
Prostate cancer, like many cancers, in the early stages has zero symptoms. Thankfully, though, with prostate cancer, we have the digital rectal examination. We have the ability to actually feel the prostate to detect prostate cancer. But more importantly, we have a blood test that can detect early prostate cancer. Many other cancers do not even have any blood tests for early detection.
There are 25 varieties of prostate cancer, Lesser says. Checking what's called a PSA, a prostate-specific antigen, is crucial to finding out whether you have the cancer.
It's a protein secreted into the blood by prostate tissue, and it's an imperfect test. PSA goes up, not necessarily just from prostate cancer, but also from maybe having an enlarged prostate, having an infection, inflammation, even something as benign as bike riding can cause the PSA to go up. But only a urologist is qualified to evaluate for the reason for that rise in PSA if it does go up.
And there are other modern techniques that can help with finding out how aggressive the disease may be.
The other thing we're doing now is we're genetically evaluating the cancer cells themselves. And based on the gene changes within those cells, we can determine how aggressively this cancer is going to act.
Providence Little Company of Mary Medical Center has comprehensive cancer care, prevention, screening, detecting, and treatment like robotic surgeries.
We have the most sophisticated radiation treatments for prostate cancer. We have physicians who are well aware of the current way that prostate cancer is treated. And so it's really a special place. It's a community setting with all of the attributes of an academic institution.
Staying informed is just one step for the fight against cancer. For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Hiba Samad.
For more information, you can go to california.providence.org/Torrance/services.
And Providence is also using storytelling as a way of healing. The Providence Institute for Human Caring announced Hear Me Now, an enlightened storytelling and listening initiative to improve health care. This is in partnership with StoryCorps. They provide Providence staff and volunteers with tools and training to record StoryCorps-style conversations among patients, their families, and care providers for an uninterrupted 40-minute conversation with a loved one, guided by a trained facilitator. At the end of the session, you can walk away with a copy of the interview. Research shows that storytelling can improve health knowledge and behavior. Storytelling helped medical students develop a deeper understanding of patients and helped patients cope with cancer. The Institute for Human Caring in Torrance wants to foster a culture of whole person caring that allows us to honor and celebrate the fullness of human life. Still ahead, we've got some great upcoming events you won't want to miss.
We'll be back in just 60 seconds.
I would do anything for my friends. They're like family to me. Sometimes saying no can be scary. But I'm so glad I was brave enough to say yes to living a drug-free life. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Welcome back, everybody. Here's some upcoming events to mark on your calendar. On July 5th, the City of Torrance Community Services Department will have their Carpenter Wagon event in partnership with Home Depot. Staff will help children ages 6 to 14 years of age create a variety of woodcraft projects. It will happen every Wednesday throughout July at various parks. And on Friday, July 7th at 7:30 p.m., the James Armstrong Theater will have their Ticket to Paradise dance performance. Admission is $12. The address to the James Armstrong Theater is 3330 Civic Center Drive. And before we go, we have a sneak peek at what's happening on the sports desk.
That's right. Byron has all the Torrance highlights.
Hey, Julie and Ben, coming up on the sports desk, find out how some young students in Torrance got a chance to show off their skills on the track and field. Plus, see how the class of 2017 has done its part in putting the city of Torrance on the map. Tune into the sports desk at 4 and 9:30 p.m. right here on CitiCABLE. Julie and Ben, back to you.
Thanks, Byron, and that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Julie Chan. Thanks so much for joining us.